Hey witches, what's up? Got my half wallpapered wall in the background. Don't judge me. I ain't here for the looks or the fancy shit. I'm just here to let y'all know some information that I've obtained that's going to help you in your tarot journey. So we're going to follow into the sacred masculine with the kings, and we're going to start with the feminine side of the sacred masculine. Like I said, all four are broken into halves. Everything can be broken into halves, and then those halves are dissected by the feminine half and the masculine half. And I always say it's like Russian dolls. You can like, I got wax on one of my cards. I got shit flying everywhere. I was like scratching off some melted wax off of one of these cards, and it's like there's little crumbs all over the place. But anyway, let's not get diverted. So we're going to start with the feminine side. Okay, so you got cups, which is emotions, and earth, which is the material body or material manifestations, what we create in the world. Okay, and then we have intellect and raw sexual energy, and these are your male sides. Okay, so these two. So your emotions create your environment, okay? When you're manifesting, it all has to do with how you feel about the thing that you're trying to manifest. A lot of us have a lot of inner work to do. We're out here trying to manifest things, and we don't have our core wounds healed. So when you're out here trying to manifest and you have security issues, emotional issues, you're going to not truly believe in your core that you are worth having those things that you want to have, because a lot of these injuries and this trauma that we have inside us, they're rooted in shame. So I found, especially a lot of us that were raised in Christ Jesus faith-based religions, and if you are easily offended about religion, please just come out of my channel and keep scrolling, because this is just not the place for you. I'm not trying to offend anyone, but I am going to be free with my opinion here, and no one's going to change it. So the Christ-based faiths are rooted in shame, and they're meant to make people feel shameful. So even if you don't have sexual trauma or anything crazy, you're still going to have that embedded in you, that you are worthless, that you are not worthy, that you should have shame for things that you've done in your life. It's going to be very hard to forgive yourself, all of those things. So if you don't do your proper prerequisite work, you're not going to be able to see the manifestations that you are trying to create. You're going to see bits and pieces. You might start hitting a wall. You might start getting close, and it's going to get very frustrating. And that just means that you have to do your shadow work. So what is the sacred masculine? The sacred masculine was created from the female god, okay? And he's created to assist her. He's created to hold, a lot of these spiritual figures are going to tell you that the sacred masculine is made to hold space for the sacred feminine. And what does holding space means? It means securing an environment, providing in a secure place for chaotic energy. Female energy is completely chaotic. We do have that secure mothering side to us that a lot of men need. It's a face that your husband, even if they are a secure man and secure in their sacred feminine, you're going to have to be their mother figure in some way. And there's going to be different hats that you wear, and that's fine. If you're wearing the same hat all the time, though, like if you're just in the mother figure role all the time, that gets really old really, really quick. And a lot of us understand that, know that. So when we feel like a male is in the role of our child and we cannot trust them to lead, we're going to be more aggressive. We're going to be more bossy. We're going to be more demanding. But when the sacred masculine steps up into his masculine energy, they're like, a woman's just like a fawn. Like, does she even speak? Like, we don't have to say shit because we just follow. We could just follow easily. We have the ability to lead. We have the ability to take control. But we want you to do that type of work for us. And because we are multifaceted as women, we wear so many hats, and we need to be able to do a million different things and be chaotic and organize that chaotic energy. That's what we do. We organize chaos. Women are very, very good at multitasking, men not so much. And that's, you can look that up. That's a fact. And that the reason why is because, like I said, like if you can liken the female to a black hole, blackness, the color black holds every aspect of the color spectrum. In a black hole in space, which is the representation of God and the vagina, which is the woman, it holds everything in there. All galaxies, everything comes from her. Everything comes from the black woman. That's why in the microcosm, the black woman is like the DNA imprint for all of us. Like all of us came from the black woman. Because in the macrocosm, the black hole, the black female is God, okay? It's really simple once you put everything together. And honestly, I learned this from tarot and numerology. It just clicked one day. So these sides, the self-image and the emotions of the sacred masculine, must be healed, integrated. And now we have the sexual energy and the intellect. This is like the mind and the sexual energy. And both of these create manifestation. I don't know if I talk too much about this on my channel, but your orgasm, your sexual energy is the most powerful force of manifestation that you can use. And if that's something you guys are interested, let me know. I can do a video on that. I can talk further about that. But your mind, the power of your mind and the power to visualize, if you guys read the Kybalion over and over and over again, like I do, you're going to have to go back every single time, because the more you're elevated, the more your nut cracks open, the more you're going to be able to understand when you go back. Like things are going to click and you're going to be like, oh, and that's like how it is with the tarot too. You're going to come to certain understandings, and then as you keep reading, it's going to keep opening up and you're going to keep learning more and more. But all is mind, what I'm getting to. All is in the mind. Everything is created in the mind and exists in the mind. And in that realm is where all things begin. So all things begin with intellect in the mind, okay? And this is the power of manifestation, because if you bring it in through your orgasm and through your sexual energy, you can take that burst and put that out into the universe. Okay, and that's how manifestation goes. That's the secret, basically. That's what the book, The Secret, don't tell you. Also, restraining your orgasm. So not overextending your sexual energy. It doesn't mean don't masturbate or don't have pleasure in sex and don't come to climax in sex, but it means watch, because this is why initially holy men aren't supposed to have sex. Because if you ever heard the word hermetically sealed, if your body's hermetically sealed, you hold all of your sexual energy, all of that sacred power inside. Another thing, Think and Grow Rich. In business terms, that book is an alchemical text, okay? But it's going to tell you in terms of business. They tell you not to have sex, not to have orgasms in that book. And that's why a lot of people have a hard time getting what they want. So I know what I said is kind of like contradictory. You can use your sexual energy for manifestation, or you can hold it. And when you hold it, you become more enlightened. It's like fasting almost. When you fast from food, the reason why it's called fast is because it's a very fast way to gain enlightenment. Okay. When you fast from sex, it's going to hold all of your sacred energy in your vessel. And then you could use that sacred energy towards something. Okay. So what I'm saying, I'm not saying don't masturbate. I'm not saying don't become a complete born again virgin, but use your sexual energy wisely. It is like a gun. You can pop it off and just waste all your bullets. You don't want to do that. In Renaissance times, they called the orgasm the little death. And the reason is because it's a huge pulse of electricity. And we only have a certain amount of electricity in our body, so many beats in our heart before our life ends. So the more that you masturbate, the more of your own sacred force you're expelling, and you will die sooner in life. I'm not saying you're going to drop dead, but people that masturbate unnecessarily or ejaculate unnecessarily, they're going to expend their life force quicker and faster than anyone else. Now, what else does the sacred masculine do? The sacred masculine protects and also provides. Now, when the sacred masculine provides the sacred feminine with something, she gives it back tenfold, and it's also in a different form. So they say, give a woman raw meat, she'll make a meal. Give a woman a house, she'll make a home. Give a woman a paycheck, she will bring everything back to you. Give your woman your seed, she will give you a child. And that's why, again, like I said in the last video, that I know that God and universe and universal energy is a female, because simply by putting that energy out into the universe, it is the spear, it is the dagger, right? It is the masculine, that's the penis. And you put it into the vagina of the universe, and it births back your creation. And that's the power of 3. That's the Trinity. So that's it for today, guys. I hope I gave you some knowledge. And again, if there's anything that you want to talk about or you want to see me talk about, let me know in the comments. Have a great day.